Right, here we go. XCOM 2, War of the Chosen. We're gonna quite far into the game now, almost near the end game, and we're gonna go through some what I've learned in the gameplay, tips, tricks, and advice. There's loads of different ways to approach this. As far as tactics go, strategy, yeah, this is how I play it. Some things I've picked up. Played the original XCOM 2, and War of the Chosen is basically the same game. There's so many extra features and extra bosses. The War of the Chosen, they're the bosses that you'll deal with. So I've actually killed all 3 of them, and well, I'll show you in a minute. It's pretty slow loading this time. Yep, here we go. Okay, so this is just gonna be there's different parts of the gameplay. This is just your sort of management of your base in here, and in here is probably what you could call another part of it. So this is the world map, and yeah, so we'll start with the world map. So this is where your ship is at the moment. Your headquarters can move around all over the place and go to these different places, and you can if you sit here for a bit for 6 days you get more intel, and if you go to other parts, there's usually a lot more open. You can gain like alien alloys and Illyrium, I think it's called. So it's all up here. These are like your resources. So you get alloys, all the other stuff I mentioned, and your supplies. That comes from your contacts. So when you start the game, this is all kind of, you have to make contact with all different parts of the world. So as you can see, zoomed right out, pretty much made contact with, well, I've made contact with everybody, because otherwise it can be blocked off. It wouldn't be like all highlight, it wouldn't be highlighted like this. It'd be kind of a dark area. So this thing at the top is kind of governs basically when the game's going to end, and you have to fight the big bad boss at the end. So when that fills right up, that's it. You got to fight no matter whether you're ready or not. So you got to kind of, this keeps going up, and you got to try and get it down. And the way you get it down is you keep getting these facilities that you find pop up, and you got to attack them, and it drops them down. You can also do it through doing like covert missions, which my one at that, you can see this one's down here. This is like stuff that you, all your stuff that you're researching and everything, all, and how long it's going to take. So and there's this is the Avatar project in middle. Okay, so at the moment, like, I'm pretty much near the end game. All I want to do is just research everything. So I've got no disadvantage at all. So if I go back, so I just go here and go back to the this area here, then you can look at, I got some research.
Well underway, Commander.
So if I look at the this is current research, just a data pad I found, and when you get that, so I've only got 3. Sometimes a huge list down here, so I've just got to wait 4 days, and then I've got a few more, and I'm pretty much done there. And then I'll be going to the shadow chamber.
I find it highly unlikely that we would have gained any additional information.
I don't need to do any research there.
Had we taken a less assertive approach. Regardless, I am sure our troops will have no trouble employing the Skulljack against the next codex they encounter.
That's what I need to do. use a skull jack, so I've got to do the research. When I'm fighting, which is the meat and potatoes, the turn-based game, part of the game.
Our forces should have no trouble disabling a codex in the field. At least long enough for us to hack into the Advent network.
Right, thank
the
you.
hard part will be convincing our troops not to kill this thing as soon as it appears.
Well, the hard part's finding one of these codex guys. Last time I was on a mission, there was no codex guy. Right. Alright, let's go through these really quick. So you've seen the research. You got the commander's quarters. These just kind of like archives. Things you really want to get more deep into the game. But we don't really need to go into that. Objectives. Yeah, these are all completed. So this is the only one I need to do really. I've done everything else. These are like the major objectives, apart from killing the Chosen. Oh, these are the guys that were working with you. So you got the Reapers, Skirmishers and Templars. And you can choose, you can drop in every time you get certain milestones, you can drop in these bonuses. So the speed of my weapon research is increased by 15%, and it's all there. So you can just decide, so that's something you can decide on, depending on your play style. Let's go back. So that was Commander's Quarters, this is Living Quarters. So this is just a way to look at all your troops. So you start down at a squaddy, and then I've got a list of rank at the moment. So there's Corporal, Lieutenant, Captain, Major, and the Colonel is the top one. I think there's a Sergeant. I think the Sergeant might be in between Colonel and the Major. I'm not sure. Again, it tells you what class they are, and whether they're tired or hurt or anything. So you could access a oh, you can go somewhere else for that. So let's come out of that. You got the Scilab, which I only just built, and you can train soldiers in here. I think I've fully upgraded her. You can choose some training. No, I'll cancel that. So there's resistance comms. You need these to establish resistance areas. So if you don't, sometimes you start with just a few, and then you need more of these to make contact and get your money, which I've got loads of income. That's fine. I've got a ridiculous amount of money. Like I said, I'm well ahead. Armory does what it says on the tin. Power relay, you need the power. Again, it's just another resource that you need. So I'm using 46 power, and I've got 54 power that I can use, so I've got plenty of power left if I wanted to build more or do more things. Guerrilla Tactics School. There you go. Yeah, you can just purchase things and you get straight off. So you start with quite a small squad, I think 4. Increase by 5, increase by 6. You want to do this pretty early on. Get as many soldiers on the ground as possible. There's loads of other little extras. So you've got all these. And then you go back. What else have we got? Resistance ring. This is the missions. So the covert missions. So if you feel like you need a particular soldier or more intel, or you can actually reduce the progress of the Avatar project. That's really handy. So you can do it 2 ways. You can do it from infiltrating certain facilities, and there's a really easy way to do that, which I might show you another time. Or you can do it through these what should we call it? The covert actions. It's there. Can't even see it. Okay. And another power relay and training center. Okay, and yeah, you can train your soldiers to do certain things as well. So that's more things that they can do. This is engineering.
Hello,
so this is research and engineering, like 2 of the most important things. So you can view your engineers, view your inventory. So all the stuff. And you can build facilities from here if you want, but you can just do it from back there. You can build items, so you can instantly build any of these. So there's like scanners and grenades and medikits. So there's loads of things that you can use, but personally I just stick to the medikits. I've tried to use some of the other stuff, but yeah, there's just not really that bothered about. There's certain weapons special weapons you can build here. As long as you have the right, the supplies and the alloys, then you can instantly build them. And there's some armour as well, just to certain different types. You need to research some of these, like this serpent armour. You need to kill a certain boss and then research, and then you can build it. So this stuff's good. It just ups their armour slightly, and you can just put it in their inventory, the soldier's inventory. Okay, so that's the bar memorial. This kind of bit gimmicky. You got a sort of radio. Yeah, it's just the kind of thing that added on. They're really good. No. The bit that I missed out is Proving Ground. Now, Proving Ground is there's loads of stuff here that's new to War of the Chosen. You got all this stuff. That's brilliant. You can build this really good ammo. Suits and special ammo and all this really cool stuff. It's worth sort of playing around with that and the heavy weapons. So yeah, it's really, really, really cool, this stuff. So yeah, this is where you build, and certain suits are kind of work really well with a certain class, whether it's a ranger or a sniper or whatever. Okay, so yeah. So again, this is where you can view soldiers, but on this bit you can actually customize them. This is great. So if you want to name them after your friends, which I've done a little bit of that, nationality, gender, voice, attitude. Then you get into the fun bit where you can play with all the stuff. She's pretty cool looking anyway. She's got these purple eyes, which suits her psyop. Psyop's all like purple energy, so she's sitting right in there. She's fine as she is, I think. And yeah, weapon upgrade. It'll tell you if there's a weapon upgrade, so I may as well just bolt this on. Put those on. There's stuff I've found recently. Soldier abilities. You can see all the stuff that she can do, which is pretty cool. I only used her for the first time the other day. Just been going on without a psyop. And yeah, just all the extras. And these are all the bad guys I've killed. So I've killed a lot of, yeah, the lost to like the zombies. I've killed 141 zombies. Killed a lot of those guys. Right, so that is just a quick overview of how everything works. So usually you'd make contact with these different areas, and that opens up being able to infiltrate alien bases, getting more supplies, or certain bonuses to that area, like the North American area. You can go and sit there for a bit and your troops will be healed really fast. So that's useful if you haven't got the infirmary, and if you really need to get building quickly, you can come over here and sit here for a bit, and that's it really. So I'll just fly over to the black market and see if there's anything over there. I thought it was going to go east. It's going west. Let's go again. So this is a black market. This is pretty good sometimes for buying and selling. So alien alloys, 180. I've got a fair bit already. Lyrium crystals, I've got quite a lot, so I don't even need that. I think I'm okay with pretty much everything. Could always do with more engineers and more scientists, because at this point I just want to research like crazy. Specialist. 95 intel. You know what? I'm gonna lose an intel, but I've only got 2 specialists, and I really like specialists, so I'm a bit worried about him. So if you buy one of these guys, usually I think they come in as colonels. So it's just a quick example. So you can see it's always helping you. It's saying, look, you need to have a check out the armory, or this place, or this place. So it's always helping you. And then obviously the exclamation mark there, and the reason it's showing me is for some reason. So where'd that colonel come in? I just recruited somebody. So let's try and find him. The class. It's a specialist. Specialist. He's here. There you go. So we've got, like I said, I've only got 2 specialists. So this guy is a specialist. Now these are all the abilities, and you can get more abilities in combat, or there's loads of different ways to get things. So there's never just one way to get something. So you can usually only just choose one of these, but as the game goes on and you get more experience, you get more ability points, and you can go back and you can choose something else that you might really want, and you get that through, just like I said, playing the game on the turn-based part of the game, or you can actually get ability points through doing the what do we call it? So many features this game, it's amazing. I love it. Even just this part of it you can really get into. What's this part? Cover actions. Thank you. Right, so go back in here. So get this soldier, and I'm going to choose. So he's coming as a colonel. You usually have to work his way up to this. This is why it cost me so much intel. So let's promote him. So there's some amazing abilities for each soldier, and people who play this game probably have their favourites, and I've got my favourites. So so first of all, this is a that's a single charge. So this stabilises somebody. I don't usually get to that stage. This is guaranteed. Yeah, so I like that. So there you go. You've got a guaranteed hit there, which sometimes is vital if like some enemies really behind some good cover and you just like just want to get rid of this guy. I love the haywire. You get a big bad robot on the ground and you just want to shut him down for a couple of turns. He's fantastic. So this next one, yeah, this is a scan, so you can see what's coming, but I usually got a ranger who acts like a scout, so I don't need that. 2 extra charges to heal these soldiers. That's like a literal lifeline. Covering fire, just be triggered by enemy. And I'm not really a massive fan of Overwatch most of the time. Yeah, let's just choose this one. You know what, I'm not really that bothered about that one. Yeah, again, Overwatch is like something I don't want Overwatch. Sometimes I don't want Overwatch because it just triggers the enemy. I don't want to trigger them, I want to sneak up on them. See, that's why I keep these guys back. And now, this is the one I really like. There's 2 here, they're both really good. So if you gain abilities, you want these 2. I get first restoration. Now this just flies around restoring everybody. So you've had a big fight and everyone's like a bit, your health's a bit down, might be suffering from something, and you know you've still got some big fights coming up and you want these guys restoring. So yeah, you just want to send this round. So to have this on both of your specialists gives them all a new sort of lease to life. It's great, but this is also pretty good. This can damage like multiple robots, and it's a huge discharge of like power that's just yeah, damage and potentially stunning. So this is really good as well. But I would choose the restoration over that, and then I would definitely go for that with any extra ability points that I might gain through cover actions or just combat experience. So now I am down on intel. So I want intel. So I'm going to go back to my headquarters. And then you just progress time by pressing spacebar. Or something. I think you click on here as well. So I'm gaining a little bit of intel, and while that's happening, yeah, I'm just going to ignore this now because I want to get to the end game, and I want to start. Yeah, no. Usually, if you were playing, you would not. Like it says, not recommended. It's helping you. You don't ignore the missions. But I am going to ignore the missions because I want to progress this game. Yeah.
When inspired, our team is actually quite
I want to get all the research done and basically get to the end game. So, new research. So, inspired breakthrough. I think inspired definitely means it'll take. Well, let's do this one because it only takes a day, and it is inspired.
We'll make that our highest priority.
Right, that's a quick jump to the world map. Let's fly through this. Oh, she's getting new ability. I didn't realise she was training because she wasn't in the room. Alright. Oh, so if an enemy's carrying explosives. Okay. Oh, that might be quite cool. So she can scan for explosives and just blow them up on there. Okay. Sulfide transfers half of the damage done back to... Oh, I like that. I like it a lot. Back. Let's crack on.
Our inspiration did prove
there we go.
Beneficial. Yes, Commander.
Okay, usually I don't always go through the game this quick, but I am... Right, so this is one of the three big bosses. You got three chosen, and you got the three. They're like kings and queens of a certain breed of alien. So he's like the king of these Archon aliens, and I recently killed him. And when you kill them, you can research them. You always get this nice little cutscene of just cutting him up. Blood and guts everywhere.
Although I had seen the biomechanical horrors deployed by the aliens during the initial invasion.
And when he's done his research, you can get special armor, which is really good.
Possessing a certain flair, not typically found amongst the aliens, I found this creature to be of...
Yeah. Okay, so researching that. One day. That is quick. Okay, quickly back to here. Reducing the alien facility counter by 2 weeks.
We completed our research in remarkable time, Commander. I've come to firmly believe that Dr. Valen's unbridled ambition.
There we go. Icarus armor.
Led her to pursue a path of research that was as misguided.
Proving ground projects will be reduced by 20%. That's really good because I want to research, or build, should I say, in the proving ground, build the Icarus armor.
I had assumed you'd make that research a priority,
as soon as that's
Commander,
done, I can build the Icarus armor, and all my soldiers. I think my soldiers are pretty much ready for the end game because they're pretty kitted out. Well, kitted out enough for me. I'm sure some of you guys out there could have had some improvements. So I'll go back to this. Supply drop in a day. Lost Swarm Maker and any mission. Hope it's not the end mission. So this is the list of stuff that's going to happen. So the next thing that's going to happen is a supply drop. and then there's going to be her training, the PSYOP, and then the research that we just saw for spare parts. How does that mean I can go to the proving grounds? Build this armour. Just a bit I missed, even though I said it to you just recently. Proving ground. No items currently in the build queue. There is Icarus armour. Let's begin. Sometimes. Nice. Right, I will give that to somebody next time we go out on a mission. Okay. Back in. Spacebar, carry on. So this is every now and again you get tells you about the alien activity, resistance activity, who he killed and everything. And this is your monthly income. Yeah, sometimes he chastises you a bit, saying we aren't doing enough. Other times he's like, good job, Commander, and all that. So that's that. Oh, the chosen activity. These are the chosen. So you usually get these guys, and they increase their knowledge of you, and that makes them more difficult to defeat when they just turn up randomly in the mission. But I've killed him, and him, and him. So they're no longer an issue. It just comes up. And sometimes you can reveal a hidden event. So there's loads here. There's absolute loads. So usually I don't burn through it quite this quickly. I kind of soak it up. But we're getting on. And it gives you some new stuff. So is there anything that I can increase proving grounds? No. Ah, the speed of all armor research. Oh no, I've already got it. Right, that's fine. Should be found with what I've got.
That we have new opportunities to strike at the elders, should you wish to pursue them.
Right, well this is a good chance to show you what this does. So this is the cover ops bit. So let's just recruit a scientist, because then everything's done. So you go through it. Sometimes you need a certain soldier. I just usually pick one from the bottom if I can. Sometimes it says has to be major or captain or above. And next one, there we go. And Illyrium crystals, which I have plenty. So this will negate the risk of a soldier wounded. There we go. Confirm.
Our order is clear, and we will obey it.
Alright, let's carry on. Oh, got lots of intel again. Yay. Cool. Right, so I might just wrap it up soon. I may as well just keep training her until she's literally got everything. Right, okay, I think we'll wrap it up. We've shown a bit of everything. So I guess next time we'll look at the combat. We may even do it on the end of battle. Just make it more interesting. Okay, right. I'll see you later. Take it easy. Peace. Hi guys, hope you liked that video. If you want to subscribe or give me a thumbs up or leave a comment below, that would be great. I've written 2 books on video games. The first one here, the Video Game Guide Volume 1, covering the years 1947 to 1989. It's available on Kindle and paperback, as you can see here on Amazon. Here is Volume 2, covering the years 1990 to 1999. Also available in the US and other regions throughout the world. So just go on your local Amazon site and check those out. Thank you very much, and have a good one.